Barca's big summer. Rashford, Bardghji, Frenkie, plus Aston Villa's transfer surge. Welcome back to the channel, Barca News World. Today we're diving into Barcelona's biggest headlines ahead of the 2025-26 season. From Roony Bardghji shocking the coaching staff with his insane preseason form, to Marcus Rashford's new chapter in La Liga, and the key exits Barca must finalize before the campaign kicks off, there's a lot to cover. We'll also check in with Aston Villa, as AI predicts their transfer moves this summer, including a potential swoop for Ferran Torres. So whether you're a Culé, a Premier League fan, or just a football lover, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's jump into it. Next season, FC Barcelona are expected to compete for every single title possible. After having a successful domestic campaign last season, La Blaugrana will want to aim even higher this time around. To do that, however, Barcelona will need the right kind of squad to compete. Luckily for Barcelona, they've done a solid job strengthening the squad this summer. In addition to bringing in Jong Garcia as a new goalkeeper, the club has also signed rising star Roony Bardghji and secured Marcus Rashford on loan, a major attacking boost heading into the new season. While Barcelona have strengthened their squad with some important signings this summer, there's still work to do, especially when it comes to outgoings. Club president Joan Laporta has already made it clear that no more players will be brought in, but clearing space through player exits remains essential, particularly to register the new arrivals for the upcoming season. 3 players are currently being lined up for a potential exit, but each situation is a bit different based on the club's priorities and circumstances. According to Mundo Deportivo, one departure looks simple and straightforward, while the other 2 are more complicated and still being handled behind the scenes. The most straightforward and obvious exit seems to be that of Spanish midfielder Oriol Romeu. Already excluded from the preseason tour, a decision that has reportedly not gone down well with him, the Spaniard is expected to finalize his exit and be on his way out this summer. Another rather clear case seems to be that of Andreas Christensen. While the Danish defender's commitment is appreciated within Barcelona, the club understands that a suitable offer for him could be valuable considering that his contract expires in 2026. Keeping that in mind, Barca would rather sell him for a transfer fee now than lose him for free next summer. Moreover, he is not exactly one of the first names on the team sheet anymore either, so an exit for him could help open up some valuable salary space as well. The special case of Iñaki Peña. Lastly, the case of Iñaki Peña is one where Barcelona are hoping for a late exit. That is because the Spaniard and Marc-André ter Stegen are the only goalkeepers currently registered for Barcelona, whereas both Jong Garcia and Wojciech Szczesny are yet to be registered. Thus, as a precaution, Peña will stay until the registrations of the 2 other goalkeepers can be confirmed. Moreover, with ter Stegen undergoing surgery, Peña is essentially the only usable goalkeeper that Barcelona have right now in terms of being registered. Earlier in the month, Barcelona roped in Roony Bardghji from Copenhagen, initially to strengthen the youth setup. Bardghji joined the club in a deal worth just €2 million, even though the forward is regarded as one of the most promising young players in European football right now. Barcelona's idea was to make Bardghji train with the first team before putting him in the reserve squad, unless the player makes a lasting impact. But so far, Bardghji has emerged as one of the standout players in training as Barcelona gear up for the new season. Bardghji's rapid progression continues. As reported by Diario Sport, the coaching staff have been surprised by how quickly Bardghji has adapted to the demands of Barcelona's unique playing style. The youngster has impressed onlookers with his ability to think and execute moves swiftly, has earned early praise from the coaches, with some even calling him one of the surprises of the preseason. Although yet to debut for the first team, Bardghji has already made a strong impression off the pitch as well. He has quickly built a rapport with several senior players, including Jules Koundé, Wojciech Szczesny, and Marcus Rashford. They are, in fact, all staying at the same hotel on the outskirts of the city. Known for his discipline and maturity, the young Swede has been among the first to arrive at training every day, respecting the standards set by Hansi Flick. He has also started exploring the city with his family and is now actively looking for permanent accommodation. Signed at Deco's insistence, Bardghji is already proving he belongs at the club. If he keeps this up on the Asian tour, a spot in the first-team squad may come sooner than expected. After the grand announcement of Lamine Yamal's new deal that will secure his long-term future at the club, Barcelona are now moving ahead with more renewals in the coming future. The club have already closed a lot of renewals over the past 6 months as Hansi Flick and Deco look to secure the future of players that are essential to the project. One such player is Frenkie de Jong, who has re-established himself as a key cog in the Barcelona midfield, winning back confidence from both fans and coaches. De Jong lined up for renewal next. As reported by Diario AS, Frenkie de Jong is the next key player Barcelona want to tie down with a contract extension, following the recent renewal of Jules Koundé. His current deal runs until 2026, but the club is aiming to add at least 3 more years, a move that could see De Jong spend a full decade wearing the Blaugrana shirt. Now 28, De Jong has become one of the most reliable and experienced players in the squad, and the current management sees him as a vital part of their long-term project. A major factor that has accelerated the club's desire to renew him is De Jong's recent decision to part ways with his longtime agent, Ollie Dursun. According to the report, Dursun was seen as a stumbling block in past negotiations, and his exit has opened the door for smoother talks moving forward. The club sees this as the right time to reward the midfielder's loyalty and form, especially with contract talks expected to be far more straightforward under the new circumstances. Barcelona believe that securing De Jong's future will be another key step in stabilizing the squad ahead of a demanding new era under Flick. The Dutchman, after all, brings some much-needed experience and leadership in an otherwise young Barcelona unit. Aston Villa are preparing for the start of the new Premier League season. Aston Villa have the chance to sign some players this summer to bolster their squad. They also have the opportunity to let some individuals head out the exit door. Unai Emery is preparing for another year in charge at Villa Park. Liverpool claimed the Premier League title last season, and with Arne Slot now in charge, they'll be looking to defend their crown against strong challengers like Manchester City and Arsenal. On the other end, Leeds United, Burnley, and Sunderland have all earned promotion and are preparing for life back in the top flight. As the summer transfer window heats up, let's take a look at what moves Aston Villa might make in the coming weeks, according to AI predictions. Aston Villa have been predicted to sign winger Ferran Torres from Barcelona. He is valued at £43 million and has been linked with them over recent times. The attacker has played in England before with Manchester City and is facing an uncertain future right now in La Liga. Torres, 25, rose up through the academy at Valencia before breaking into their first team. He was then snapped up by City and spent 2 years at the Etihad Stadium. Barça subsequently swooped in for him, and he has since scored 44 goals in 158 games for the European Giants. AI has backed Aston Villa to snap up goalkeeper Lucas Chevalier from Lille. At the age of 23, he would be a useful long-term option between the sticks. There are question marks over whether Emi Martinez will stay put in this window amid links to Manchester United. Chevalier, who is a former France youth international, has caught the eye in Ligue 1 over recent times. He has played 127 matches for his current club altogether, 48 of which came in the last campaign. The stopper would fit the bill if Martinez left for a new challenge. Aston Villa have also been tipped to land Sergi Cardona from Emery's ex-employers Villarreal. If he joined, he will add more competition and depth to their defensive ranks and give them another option to pick from at left-back. He played for Las Palmas before going to Estadio de la Ceramica. Aston Villa's potential outgoing transfer business. On the outgoing front, AI believes Aston Villa could lose Ollie Watkins. The England international, who has 18 caps under his belt, fired 18 goals altogether last term. He has been with them since 2020 and is one of their most prized assets. They are under no pressure at all to sell him as he still has a few years left to run on his contract. Prior to his transfer, he caught the eye at both Exeter City and Brentford in the Football League. Watkins is a key player at the top end of the pitch and his goals would be missed if he were to leave. Lucas Digne and Leon Bailey have also been mentioned as 2 players who could part company with Aston Villa. It remains to be seen whether they will be allowed to move on. If they did, replacements would likely be needed for both of them. And there you have it. FC Barcelona are building something big this summer, with young talent like Bardghji stepping up, key veterans like Frenkie de Jong in line for new deals, and smart exit strategies already in motion. Meanwhile, Aston Villa aren't sleeping either. If they land Ferran Torres or Lucas Chevalier, they could be serious contenders in the Premier League this season. Let us know in the comments. Will Bardghji make Barcelona's first team this season? Should Villa cash in on Ollie Watkins? Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.